What's up, everybody? Logan Itzko here, and welcome back to my channel. And today I am joined by a very special guest, the one and only, and in my opinion, the true king of pop, rock, and soul, Mr. Michael Jackson.
Hey everybody. Well, it's just me, guys. But you might be like, Colin, if you haven't read the title, wig.
Yeah, come on. And sure.
And you guys have been probably like, why have you been taking so damn long to drop the Michael Jackson movie review? Starring Jafar Jackson.
Well, that wait is officially over.
You guys are probably like, where is it? And we wanted to wait until everyone has seen it. Because I don't want to make a review just to spoil it for some people.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, a spoiler alert is most definitely in order.
Yeah, guys, at the end of the video, I'll take off these glasses.
But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about the review of Michael 2026 starring Jafar Jackson.
Don't stop Tegan.
All right, let's get into the positives. First off, Jafar Jackson as Michael Jackson.
Woo! He wants me to do that every second of the movie. He was amazing.
He was fantastic.
On some parts, Michael legit went into his soul like The Rock. And just went into his soul to dance.
There were some parts where I actually felt like I was watching Michael Jackson on the big screen.
Yeah, he had the voice, the small details of when he was around his father, how he sits, just like how Michael was like uncomfortable. You could see that in his eyes and in his body language. And it felt like Michael and Joe Jackson.
It was just so good.
Another positive, well, we're going to stay on Jafar. The outfits of Michael Jackson.
He nailed it.
And he was the one to make the Thriller. They didn't want him to do it. We weren't even alive, buddy. And then, because I totally was alive, because I'm Michael Jackson. But, like, he was like, we're doing Thriller. And
like, how can you do a Michael Jackson movie and not include Thriller?
I don't know. But Jafar did so good on the performances. I think he is a great Michael Jackson. I'm looking at you, Fonzio Jackson.
My favorite performance of his was the Bad audition.
Yeah. And another positive, Logan kind of skipped over it a little bit. But the performances. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was making me sing. Thriller was making me sing. Beat It was making me sing. Bad was making me sing. And just how Jafar sang, people are thinking he's lip syncing. He's not. He's singing, and they're putting Michael's voice in the background.
He spent years training just to get prepared for this role. Like, you can't say he's lip singing because he's not.
I almost took off my glasses. You didn't see that. The Thriller performance. Some people said it sounded weird. I think it sounded fantastic.
I think the Thriller performance of his, I think Jafar for the Thriller did an amazing job.
Let's go over it. His dance moves were right on key. His moves were on key. And I love how they were like, show everything. Like, show the
He has the exact attitude of Michael
moves,
Jackson because on the set of every music video, Michael Jackson was a perfectionist. He wanted everything to be perfect.
And Thriller was amazing. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was probably one of the best.
Oh my God, it was so good.
He was singing it just, he was going crazy with it. I just think it was amazing. Billie Jean. All of them, but Billie Jean the most. I got goosebumps all over me, especially when he did the moonwalk and then the heel. Because if you don't know, Michael Jackson cried after he did it on the 90s because he was like, I want to hold it more.
Yeah.
And like you could see like his little slip up, but and you could just see because I am the one. Yeah, like his dance moves were fire. And let's get into one of the best performances in movie history with all of those. Beat It. A great recreation for my second favorite Michael Jackson song. Maybe even first.
I even love the gang members acting.
Yeah, like I love how they were all like, it's Michael Jackson, and they were like, oh, look at this dance move. And Michael, he felt just like Michael, and he was like, just go with the flow, just go with the flow. Like him with the Beat It, felt right.
It felt like I was watching the behind the scenes of a Beat It music video.
Yeah, and I just loved in the Billie Jean thing where he went on top of the car and did that. I just gotta point that out. But you were expecting me to say it for the last one. One of another. All of them are best on movie screen. But this one felt like you were at a Michael Jackson concert the most. Because the other ones were behind the scenes, but this one, he's performing in front of a crowd. You know I'm bad. That was Shimon. That he felt just like Michael Jackson when he was doing this and how he went up on the mic and put it back. That small
Even
thing.
people in the theater were dancing during the movie.
Yeah, I was singing. Everyone was singing. People were passing out, not in the theater, but like in the movie.
Yeah.
For that bad
And that's
performance.
completely accurate when you're at a Michael Jackson show.
And another positive is how the movie opened and ended. There is a lot of hate about how this movie ended, but I think it was perfect. That movie could have been 20 hours straight and my butt would still be glued to that chair.
Yeah.
Right when the movie begins, we're already bumping, and we're already getting behind the shots like Michael Jackson, and then it goes into the Jackson vibe, and then you get that bad performance on the end. Chef's kiss. Another positive is the guy we're supposed to hate, but he did a great job.
So good.
Joe Jackson. And there's one of my biggest pet peeves about abusive parents in shows. They're always like, "What you say to me, boy?"
Yeah.
And they're always like jumping off the handles.
They're always the most predictable characters.
And they're always yelling so loud. But Joe Jackson, how he portrayed it, felt like I was watching Joe. And he was the most believable abusive parent. He was like, "What you said to me, boy?"
Like-
and it's so scary. I'm like, and right when he was like
during the Pepsi thing when Michael got his hair burnt, I said to Joe, "It's all your fault." Like, I was hating on Joe, everybody was hating on Joe in the theater, and I love that we were doing that because we're supposed to hate Joe as a human. But the actor that portrayed Joe did just such a phenomenal job.
And legit how Joe was just like always getting in Michael's face and not unleash like all the fake abusive parents. He felt like a real one. He was like, "What you say to me, boy?" Like he always got up in their face, and it was even more intimidating because people are like, "Whoa, why are you doing this?" and they're running at.
Well, everybody knows the story of Michael and his father.
Yeah. And like when they're like, "Why are you doing this?" You're like, "Bro, this is so fake." But this one actually felt real.
It felt great.
Yeah, and I love the actor who plays Joe Jackson. Another positive is the Jackson 5 when they're older and when they're younger.
Yeah.
I was expecting at the beginning, "Oh, just give me to Jafar. I don't really care." But I loved the story between young Michael, the young Jackson 5, and Joe Jackson.
Like, the actor that played young Michael is one of my favorite parts of the movie. He did such an amazing
And
job.
he's not even related to any Jackson.
And he just nailed it.
Yeah, he feels like a young Michael. And another positive is Michael Jackson's mother.
The actor that played Catherine, both of the actors that played Michael's parents did such a good job. It really felt like it, because we all know Michael's mother, Catherine, was so close to Michael, and she was just prescribed as perfection, and his father was pronounced as strict and disciplined, and that is Michael Jackson's parents, and the actors took that to heart, and they made it perfect.
Yeah, and another positive is Michael Jackson behind the scenes. He was actually, people were calling it boring. I had so much fun with him.
The thing I love about biopics is, in real life you see them do their work on stage, but in movies you get to see what they are behind the cameras, and that's what we got.
And I love when he's like, "I'm going to go up to my father or Joe and say it right to his face. Can you tell Joe that he's
That is so accurate to me, because Michael in real life was so afraid of his father.
Yeah, like, and another positive, I'm going back to the outfits. Especially that Grammy attire when he was like, "I'm going to take off my glasses," which I'm doing at the end. That was actually Jafar's favorite outfit of the movie.
Really?
Was the Grammy outfit. And I think it looks so beautiful how it reflects And the last positive is when he was like, "This is our farewell tour."
That actually happened.
And Joe was like, "Still your father." And then the guy was like, "It's over."
It is
And
over.
Michael was walking away like that. And you could see emotion in his eyes when he was like, "Finally."
Yeah.
Like, you could see half of his face was like sad, like, "That's my father." But the bigger half was like, "Finally."
And you couldn't help but cheer for him while
Yeah.
watching it.
And I love how they're like, "What? Okay, yeah, farewell tour."
Yeah.
And there's last positive, I lied. His hair getting caught on fire.
Oh my
Like,
god.
just that scene was so real.
Like how it happened in real life. His hair was on fire while he was dancing, but when it was on fire, he was continued to dance, and then like a minute later, he falls to the ground.
Yeah, and it was so accurate because when he was on the stretcher, they were trying to grab him. Even when he
Yeah.
died, they were trying to get inside the ambulance. That's how crazy some of the fans are. We're going into the mix. Michael, where's the little red bracelet Michael always has?
Red bracelet?
Remember Michael in interviews and his performances always has the red bracelet?
I think so.
Yeah, where was that, guys?
I
don't-
guess they didn't include it.
I'm not that picky. Like some of you writing down lists. "Oh, this isn't accurate. This isn't accurate." I don't care. He.
And a mix for me, you know how in biopics they tell a story about someone's life, but they also add their own parts of the story. Like they add things that were right about the person, and then they add
Is this a
some
mix or a positive?
a mix, and they add some things that are wrong. Like the year Michael Jackson got bubbles in the movie was in 1981, but I heard in real life it was actually like later on, like in the later 80s.
I hate people saying that. A positive, you had the animals. I didn't want to really get into that. But a mix is, I feel like they should have explained Michael a little bit more. Like, explain him a little bit more.
What do you
Because he was too much like the Michael we already know.
Yeah.
Like, some of these fans aren't like diehard Michael Jackson fans like us, clearly. And they are going to this to experience him. And this is just like a fan service movie. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a mix, but I still think they did a really good job. And I think that's it.
No negatives?
No negatives, in my opinion. This movie has been getting way too much hate. I think it's better than the Elvis biopic.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best Elvis biopic review, maybe coming up. You might want to
it
do
was
that.
one of the best biopics I've ever seen. And
And-
shout out to CNN 10. This movie's getting a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I had so much fun. We might be going again to see it. But we're
might.
going to have a quick recap about all we said. Outfits, fantastic. Reed performances, fantastic. Makeup, fantastic. His singing, fantastic.
The actor's performance, fantastic.
Yeah, just Michael in general, fantastic. And guys, I promised I'm going to take off my glasses. I really don't want to take them off. This is a reference to the Grammys. That's why I'm doing it for you guys.
All right, thanks all. Good,
Well,
be good people.
That was a crazy thing. Like, I had this on the whole thing, and I just took it off, and I saw what it really looks like. And I think we should do a little moonwalk.
All right, thanks all. Good, be good people.
Hee hee.